Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Andrea.
And welcome to Nerd News today, and it's time once again for another one of our favorite videos that we do on the channel here, and that's reviewing statues.
I do love a good statue, and right here we have Marvel Avengers Endgame Hulk.
That's right, this is from Diamond Select. It is another entry in their Marvel Gallery series, and this one here, wowie wow wow.
This is enormous and awesome, and I'm a little in love with it.
I'm a little intimidated by this thing. This is an enormous statue.
Yeah, but it's so awesome.
Oh, it totally is. But I mean, the size of this thing, like this is one of the bigger ones we've looked at for sure.
That's what I like about it.
So this Hulk here is sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios, and it goes out saying this is one of the largest pieces in their Endgame series.
Oh, absolutely. Quick look at the packaging. It's the typical diamond box. I got the window on top and the windows on the sides. On the back, this is where things get interesting. So it gives a little rundown as to where Bruce is at. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure this is kind of incorrect. Unless they're going to count this as being at the very beginning of the movie, before the 5-year jump. Spoilers. This bio says that Bruce is struggling to make peace with the big guy. The other guy. He's stuck doing everything on his own and he has to figure out how to do that. But as we know from the movie, that's not really what happened.
Yeah, and it's definitely, it's not from Infinity War because, we're going to talk about it more once we take him out. But this is the Hulk that's got gray in his hair. So this is what we saw in Endgame. So it really is not related.
What I meant was in the beginning of Endgame, before the time jump, when they went and killed Thanos. Yes, Hulk was struggling. Hulk didn't want to come out and play because he was terrified of Thanos.
Yeah.
But again, as you pointed out, with the gray hair, that's the time jump, so...
It's a little iffy what's going on with that bio there.
Yeah, the bio's a little off. But, as we talked about earlier, one thing that we both really appreciate is, this time around with the Endgame stuff, they're giving a little bit of more individualized, recap as to where each character is.
Yes. So if you go back and look at our Avengers Infinity War statues, when we look at the packaging and all of those, the bio information is pretty much the exact same in every single person. It's just a recap of the movie. Whereas here, as Andrea said, we're getting to know what's been going on with the characters to a degree. In this case, it might be a little erroneous, but for the most part, at least, you're getting something unique to each piece.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. The more individualized that they can make it, whether it's the packaging or more, it's always appreciated. It helps make the figures stand out.
I think we spent enough time on this enormous box. We should take this enormous statue out of the enormous box and take a look at it from all angles.
Oh yes. Hulk has ripped out of his box and is here for us to look at.
He really has. This is wowie wow 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 wow.
Yeah, this one is whew. So that's our review.
Yeah, well, that's the end of that one. But no, seriously, this Hulk is like, wow. I mean, that's really just all I can think of because this is so huge.
This is crazy.
Like, this is really Hulk smash. Hulk is leaping into action. This is just like a real show-stopping piece.
Yeah, this is just outstanding. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's start from the bottom and work our way to the top.
All right, so let's talk about the base first. Look at that impact print he left on the base.
And he's just like, BAM!
Like, yeah, there is such real weight to this piece, and the base is where it begins.
Thank goodness this thing is light. It's still kind of hefty, but it's light.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just the damage. It's so dynamic.
It's like a meteor hit a building or something. Like, you could really just feel the power of Hulk.
Yeah.
Just from this base part alone.
Ugh, it's stunning. It's stunning in how impactful it is.
Yeah. Then we work our way up Hulk's leggings, and you can see again,
his stirrups.
His stirrups, yeah. Like, you can see how bulky and buff this Hulk is. You can see how, again, I like to use the word girthy.
Yes,
and,
yes, you do.
This is, I'm fine, I won't use the word girthy in this episode as much. But it's a real, it's a real massive figure.
Yeah.
It's a big, powerful looking pose, very strong character.
But what's really funny? How skinny his toes are.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Look how long and skinny his toes are. The length, I guess, is, it's proportionate, but, those are skinny. That's a skinny mini right there.
I mean, it's funny because we just looked at the Red Hulk statue not long ago that was based in the comics. I think that Hulk had bigger and better manicured feet. But,
but this one is, ooh. Like, even where his knuckles are, like, those are just, like, bumpy.
But again, it's like he's really flexing because he's digging into this point.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool, too, how they are capturing that feeling.
I know. I mean, like, really, they're just in it.
Yeah.
The detailing here is just amazing. Oh, my gosh.
What are we staring at Banner's butt for?
Okay, wow.
You're fondling Banner's butt
I
now?
am fondling Banner's butt because this is going to go into the whole we were just going to talk texture But one of the coolest things about this is you see how the lines of fabric are moving.
Yes.
And this is crazy. And I noticed it on the butt cheek right here. Yes, I'm totally fondling his butt crack. But you see the fabric pulling in his butt crack. He's giving himself almost like a wedgie. But it's also on the sides over here. And yeah,
it's all over, actually. I mean, you can see in his biceps that you get some fabric fold in there, which a lot of statues haven't had.
In his back, the crotches, again, I don't think it was intentional, but they really got some good fabric going on, pull over here. The knees, it's really cool. And
yeah, the shoulders on this side, you can see just how rippling these muscles are because they're pulling close so much.
Yeah, but you know what else is really cool? And I don't know if this is a paint job thing or if they did this deliberately, but if you look at the thigh over here, the fabric is just a little different. It looks almost as though it has a little bit of wear on it. So it's got that little bit of pilling, and it's just really cool. I mean, texture-wise, it's kind of the same texture all over because of the suit.
He's wearing his onesie.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just the fabric pull gives it this whole new level. And yeah, we see it on the other statues that we've reviewed over there, but I don't think we've seen it quite like this.
No, it's really, really great sculpting job.
I mean, even on the back of his feet, you know how with your Achilles tendon is, how that kind of wrinkles? We have that right here. I mean, that's just cool.
Yeah, no, this is, I think, one of my favorites in terms of the pose and how the fabric looks so realistic.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you don't really get to have as much look at the fabric. Because fabric is typically some kind of armored thing or something more mechanical or whatever. It hasn't really been as interesting as this one has been.
No, this one's extremely interesting, and they made sure to keep their continuity, which I also really appreciate. If you look at the back line, you can see it starts in the butt, goes all the way around the waist.
Well, it was probably sculpted originally as one piece, then to make it easier, because it is a PVC figure, it had to be made in different pieces, so yeah.
But it's good that they remembered it.
Yeah.
Because we've seen other toys and other things in the past where people have forgotten about what the continuity was. So you can see the love and care that went into this.
Yes.
And that is just neat.
I love the metal, how it's being crushed as well in his hands. That's a really great effect.
I was noticing it just now because in his hands, so his finger is crushing it, and in right between you see the metal.
Yeah.
So I love that you can see, and it's further out, so you can see it.
It's a very tactile kind of looking metal, you really get the feeling that it actually is actual metal being crushed by someone's hand. It's powerful to do it.
And it's not as sharp as some of the other stuff we've played with.
I was gonna say, actually, this part over here in the base.
Oh wait, no, down here it is.
Yeah, no, these are killer. You will lose not just an eye. This will go through into the back of your brain.
Yeah, up here is not as bad, but here.
This one is actually, that's a devil's horn over there.
No, it's not as bad as that.
Yeah, so
it's not great, but it's not as bad.
Basically, the moral of the story is don't fall on this statue. You will die.
Yeah, pretty much. Or make sure to avoid all major arteries.
Classic diamond statue. You can both bludgeon and stab a person with this statue. 10 out of 10.
Well, that way, if anyone tries to break into your home, you have a weapon that people won't suspect.
Just keep the Hulk right by your bed.
Sleep with your handy dandy Hulk. Let's talk about the face, though. I mean, this is definitely Mark Ruffalo.
This is the perfect Mark Ruffalo face.
This is Mark Ruffalo's Hulk.
So it's kind of funny because when we looked at the Avengers Infinity War line, Hulk was not there, and there was not, of course, not a Banner statue.
Yeah.
But we had Hulk Buster, which was a banner inside the Hulk Buster armor.
Yeah.
We got that instead. So this is our first Hulk in a while from the movies. And that Mark Ruffalo head is just 100% perfect. Nailed it.
That was really cool. The eyebrows amuse me, because they're actually two different colors, and I don't know if they did that for definition's sake or for some other reason. I cannot think of any other reason, but it's actually brown and black, and it's weird because it makes the eyebrows stand out in a way that it looks almost like it makes him look like he drew his eyebrows on a little.
Maybe he did.
The hair also has a little bit of the gray in it.
Yeah, really nice little paint job on there as well. You get some definition in the hair.
And
just the actual sculpting itself is really nice texture there.
Yeah, this is where you get some of the really cool texture.
The likeness on this Hulk is just so spot on.
Yeah. So you know what else we haven't talked about? The hands. The hands are also, again, as we were talking about all the detailing and everything, the hands are a little bit different, but you see every knuckle.
Yeah.
You see all the hand lines, and I'm sure if you could see the palm, you'd be able to read it.
But here's where we get into my first major complaint, and really probably only major complaint, because I really can't think of much other con-wise. is the painting, the paint application. So let's start with the fact that Hulk's hands and his head are two different colors entirely.
I did notice that.
And then let's talk about the paint on his hands and his feet. They are not painted well, because the color they're using here, it's like a lime kind of green. It's been heavily watered down with a lot of white as well, so it just makes it an even more watery kind of paint. And it looks like if they went over it more than twice, I'd be amazed. You can just see like the primer. You can see the base coat underneath it. It's just, you can see on the foot, like it's runny. You can see all the paint lines. You shouldn't see that much paint lines in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know as much as you do about that sort of thing. So I definitely noticed the difference in colors. I didn't really see the paint lines except for right here, I think.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah, when you point it out, I can see it a little bit better. But I don't know, it didn't distract me as much. So clearly it didn't distract me as much.
I'm bugged out by that, and the cracking, because...
the cracking's bad, yeah.
And you can see it, especially in the hands, like right on the thumb, there's major cracking, and that's because the paint is too runny. And when you use white paint to make something lighter, that is one of the things that you'll have a problem with. It'll just become runnier paint, because typically white, for some reason, tends to be runnier.
It's very thin, yeah.
Yes, so this was clearly very thin paint. That's unfortunate, because like the Hulk's face is a different color, and it's much more solid looking.
Yeah, they definitely did something completely different with the Hulk.
Well, it's basically different pieces, because you can see here, like, this piece, you can see the mold lines where they glue things together. There's a lot of different pieces on this one, as opposed to a lot of other diamond statues where they're like 1 to 3 pieces. This time around, it's headpiece, arm 1, arm 2, torso, and legs, plus base. A lot of different pieces. But does it bother me enough to not buy it?
No.
No, I mean, it is annoying, but because of the pose he's in, because the feet are kind of like, foreshortened anyway, it's not going to be anything you notice as much. The hand issue with like how runny it looks on this side, you're not going to see that, because this is the side that's going to be facing people.
So I will say this now that I'm looking closer. This is so not a critique, it's just funny to me. You can see where the Hulk was inserted into the base, and what's great about that, it looks almost as though his foot got caught on like gum or something, because it's just a smidge. It's a smidge, not entirely in because of the way that it's sculpted. It just looks like he stepped in something a little gooey, and that amuses me because I'm a child, and that show amuses me.
Hulk hate untidy pedestrians.
Hulk smash! Would make things messier.
Yeah. So really for me, that was just the only critique I have is this limey green whitish paint.
This one over here is a little funky, but
there's a few little paint smudges here and there.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
And at least they're for us, it's on the back side.
Yeah.
That's because this layer is also like one coat, so it's just like one and done.
Yeah, you can see it. Particularly like this line stood right out to me.
Yeah, there's a few little things like that.
Yeah, but overall it's not that bad. I think the hands and feet are where it's the worst.
Yeah, and because really, like, the way this is sculpted and how it is, like, this part here is the center of attention. Everything back here is an afterthought for a viewer. So, I give it a pass just because of that and how it's posed. So overall, I love this Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, this is like the centerpiece of a collection. It's a real behemoth of a statue. And best of all, you can both bludgeon and stab an intruder in your home. So, extra points for that.
I love this Hulk. I don't know if I would necessarily have it in my home, but that's more because of space. Space more than anything else, and because I'm not as connected to the Hulk as a character as I am others. But God, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's just, this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, if I was getting statues just because I appreciate the aesthetic, absolutely, this would be up number 1 on my list.
Yeah, it's a real stunner.
Yeah.
So that's our look at the Marvel Gallery Hulk from Avengers Endgame PVC Diorama statue. And it's, clearly it's an amazing statue. A few little nitpicks, but not enough at all to say not get this. Like, it definitely does not deter me whatsoever. Real knockout statue.
Yeah, and if you want to get one for yourself, you can get it on Diamond Select's website, or you can get it on Amazon. And if you wanted to click the affiliate link for us, down below, it doesn't cost you anything. It helps us out a little bit, and everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. And I think this is definitely one worth adding to your collection.
Yeah.
Because, Hulk, you deserve a round of applause. Mostly for that Hulk butt.
That
Hulk butt. So on that note, on that Hulk buddy note, I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrea.
And I'll see you guys next time here on Nerd News Today for more toy reviews, statue reviews, and everything else we do here on this channel.